Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Zoe if you've not met me before, and I'm currently 21, almost 22 weeks pregnant, so I'll be 22 weeks tomorrow. So I'm in my second trimester, and I just wanted to do like a little update about how the second trimester's been so far. So yeah, if I keep looking down, just because I've made a few notes in case I forget anything, and there's probably things that I have forgotten, but I've just quickly jotted down what I can remember at the minute. So yeah, without further ado, I will just get started. Definitely feel like I'm getting bigger. My bump's definitely getting bigger. I have to reiterate bump, not bum, because I asked Michael one day, does my bump look huge? And he thought I said, does my bum look huge? And he was like, no, not at all. Dangerous question to ask the husband. Anyway, so yeah, my bump is definitely getting bigger. I have actually had a little bit of like pains when it's been growing. It's kind of like, just feels like a stretched muscle kind of pain, like yeah, just stretching kind of feeling. So that can be a bit uncomfortable at times. I've not had that for maybe a couple of weeks now, so hopefully it just happens in like stages and I'm not getting it all the time. I don't have any stretch marks yet, but I've still got my old ones from when I had my first baby, so I still do have stretch marks there, but I don't have any new ones. So I thought I'd give you a little look at my bump as well, just to give you like a little update. So this is quite an awkward position. I might need to put the camera down a bit, sorry. A bit awkward. Yeah, so this is the bump. Now I don't feel myself that it's absolutely huge, but then other days I feel like it is. So yeah, these are like my old stretch marks from having David, and I'm sure I will get more lovely stretch marks with this little one as well. So yeah, that is the bump at almost 22 weeks. So yeah, oh, I better put the camera back up now so you can actually see me. So yeah, I absolutely love my bump. I always feel really like more confident when I'm pregnant because I'm like plus size. It's nice to be able to actually just let your belly hang out and not have to suck it in all the time and pretend it's not there and feel bad about it. It is great just like flaunting it. So yeah, I really enjoy having a bump. So yeah, as I said, like I don't feel like it's that huge for me, but it's obviously it's on my body and I'm quite big built anyway. I think even if I was like the normal sort of weight for my height, I would still be quite stocky, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I feel like I can handle this bump so far, but it's only halfway and I know it's going to get a lot bigger, so let's see what I'm like in the third trimester. Definitely still a bit breathless, but I think it's because it's not so bad like throughout the day and stuff. It's just when I'm like talking on camera, I talk quite fast sometimes and I get a bit excited. So yeah, I forget to breathe sometimes, so whew, remember to breathe, Zoe. I do feel like I've got a lot more energy in the second trimester. The first trimester I just felt tired like all day every day. I was just needing like to sleep all the time. And also with having a toddler as well this time, it was quite hard to, like, you can't really just nap when you want to and stuff. So yeah, I did find that really tough, but second trimester definitely got a lot more energy. I'm just going to have a wee drink, sorry. Definitely still very thirsty all the time, but I think that's just me. I just love drinking water. So yeah, I've actually been doing a lot more exercise in the second trimester than I had been doing in the first, which was very little. So I've been doing a lot of walking. I'd quit my gym membership because I was like unsure with COVID and everything, like having to wear a mask, and I don't know, there's limited workouts to do when you're pregnant as well, and I feel like I wasn't using the full gym. So I think walking has been really good, so I've just been like doing longer and longer walks as I can. And then I've just started doing yoga like this week, so I'm trying to do like either a morning or an evening sort of stretching routine. So like the first day I did like an evening one, and then yesterday I did a morning one, so today it's already afternoon, so I guess I'll do the evening one tonight. So yeah, but it's just really great for just kind of stretching out all those like tensed up muscles. I find like I'm not sleeping very well, like so like all my shoulders and neck gets really sore just because I have to sort of keep changing position just to keep comfortable. So yeah, the yoga has really helped with that. I'm not doing anything like fancy with the yoga, just doing like a little beginner session. I just search it on YouTube and just whatever comes up, like 15 to 20 minutes, not like a full hour or anything, but maybe I will build it up. We'll see how I get on with it. But yeah, I've been really, really enjoying that. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention as well with the pain in my abdo I was saying a bit earlier. There's also, I get this weird pain like if I stand up too quickly, like right in the bottom of my bump. So I think that's just like the ligaments, like the weight on the ligaments or something. So I just need to be more careful and just try and get up slowly, like if I've been sitting down, like just try and be more gentle. Because sometimes you just kind of go and then you're like, oh. So yeah, I have to be more careful with myself. Still feeling very hot quite a lot of the time. As you can see, I'm just wearing like a little crop top that just now, obviously I wouldn't go out in this. I'll put like a t-shirt on or something if I'm going out, but just around the house and stuff I just wear like a little crop top and leggings or shorts, just whatever fits really. Yeah, so still feeling very hot a lot of the time and just very sweaty. It's not attractive, but hey ho, that's just one of these things. It's just the hormones, isn't it? My appetite has changed quite a bit. Like some days like I'll eat a lot more, and then other days I can't fit anything in. Like I really do try and I can only eat like a small amount, which is not, I don't think it's going to do me any harm. But I just worry, like make sure like I'm getting enough in for my baby obviously. So yeah, my appetite is kind of hit and miss, but I don't think it's a big deal. I think like some days I'll eat more and some days I'll eat less, and I think that's just kind of normal. But I just feel like there's a lot less room in my tummy, so I guess the bump is just growing and pushing on my stomach or something, I don't know. But I've actually not put on any weight yet in this pregnancy, which is really good because I'm plus size anyway. Like I didn't want to put on, like I think when you're plus size they say to put on between 0 and 5 pounds over the whole pregnancy, so hopefully I can achieve that. I think I did pretty well with when I was pregnant with my first baby, David, so I'm sure I only gained about 5 pounds and actually lost weight after I had him, so I managed to stay quite healthy. So yeah, hopefully I will be able to achieve the same again. My breasts have been very tender. I don't know if that's too much information, but it was just another symptom I wanted to talk about. Especially like my nipples, like they've been like really just tender to touch. I just don't want to touch them. I just want them to be left alone. Sometimes even just like, you know, if you like nudge it against something by accident, oh, it's just painful. So yeah, I think as well, like I was breastfeeding David up until I was about 2 or 3 months pregnant. I can't remember when exactly I stopped weaning, or like weaned him completely. So yeah, I don't know if that had anything to do with it, because I kind of just stopped one day and maybe like there was still a little bit of milk in there, and I don't know if it's producing new milk as well, and it's just a big mess. But yeah, they're very tender anyway. I'm sure a lot of people have that during pregnancy anyway. I have got gestational diabetes. I want to talk a little bit about that. It's actually like quite common. It's more common than I thought. I did have it with David as well, but I got a lot later in my pregnancy, so like more like in the 3rd trimester I think I got it, or near the end of the 2nd trimester. But because I'd had it before, they told me to start monitoring my glucose levels earlier, and they detected it earlier, so now they're treating me as like a type 2 diabetic basically. They said like it's the same pathway as a type 2 diabetic would be on. So I'm on metformin twice a day, which is like tablets that you take to try and control the blood sugar. They weren't enough, so I'm now on some insulin as well. So I'm on like a long acting one that I take in the evening, so that sort of basically covers you like throughout the whole day the next day, and also just a tiny bit of like a short acting one for breakfast time, because I was tending to get higher ones like first thing in the morning and after breakfast, so that has really helped to control it, and fingers crossed it's doing the job so far. So yeah, I will, because I've got gestational diabetes as well, I will be getting extra scans near the end of my pregnancy, and that is to basically monitor just basically the size of the baby, because they said it's quite likely that the baby will be a lot bigger. So yeah, they need to monitor that, and They said I will most likely be induced either a week or two before the baby's due, unless I go naturally. I mean, David came 2 weeks early anyway, so here's hoping, fingers crossed, that I will have a natural kind of labour and delivery. But we will see. I'm not worrying about it just now. I'm just glad that I get these extra scans, because I absolutely love going to scans and just seeing the baby and seeing that she's still healthy and stuff. So that's great. At my, what's it called again? Anomaly scan. Had a total mind blank there. That's another symptom, by the way. Get mind blanks all the time. I call it baby brain. So yeah, at my anomaly scan, they said my placenta was kind of like a little bit over the birth canal, not completely covering it, but they said they need to monitor that, and usually they would just give you an extra scan later on, but I said, well, I'm getting them anyway for my growth scans. So she was like, yeah, just mention it to them then. And I was quite worried about it, because obviously if the placenta was completely covering your birth canal, then you would have to get a C-section. Like, there's no way you'd be able to deliver your baby. So vaginally, obviously you'd be able to deliver them, but just by C-section. So yeah, I was just like worried about having to have a C-section and stuff, but I've spoken to people about it on Facebook, and I think my sister had the same problem as well, and they've all said like at the next scan it had all moved up. So I think as your uterus grows, your placenta gets kind of pulled up with it. So fingers crossed again that will happen and it'll all be fine. So yeah, I'm not worrying about that just now. But I do want to do a little bit of research into C-sections, just to like make sure that I'm prepared if I do have to have one, because even if that's not an issue, there could be any other reason why I might need a C-section. So I think it is wise just to kind of look into it, because I didn't do any research at all for my first pregnancy. And if I had to go for an emergency one, I wouldn't have had a clue what was going on. So yeah, I think it's just good to be prepared for if it does happen, but hopefully not. Fingers crossed it won't. Another symptom I had recently was really bad like leg cramps, like in my calf muscles. Now I've since read up that that's actually really common in pregnancy. I don't remember having it in the first one, but I only had it this one time, just like, I think it was like early in the morning, so I'd obviously been lying in bed for a while, like sleeping, and it like woke me up, the pain. It was so bad, and it took me quite a while just to like massage it out and stretch it out, because it was in both legs as well. So I was like, like trying to get each leg. Anyway, it went away and it's been fine since. And apparently it's quite common. It's probably to do with like circulation in your legs and stuff, with the extra weight on your body. Yeah, so that's probably been like one of my worst symptoms so far. Nesting, I've put here like I feel like I'm nesting, but it's probably too early to be nesting. But I just feel like I want to just deep clean the whole house, just get everything all nice. And I don't know if it's just because I want it to be nice for the new baby arriving, and I want to have less to do once the baby is here, kind of thing. So yeah, I had like a week off work last week, so I've just been like getting into the kitchen cupboards, like reorganising them all, throwing out of dates and stuff that we've never really used and all that kind of stuff. I really want to get my wardrobe done next. This behind me here is just a big mess, and it's a mixture of maternity and non-maternity clothes, and I've not tried some on for a while, so I don't even know if they fit me anymore. So yeah, I'm just procrastinating putting that off, but I really want to get that done. That's like my next big project. So yeah, I'm not wearing like all maternity clothes yet. Like yeah, a lot of baggy t-shirts and stuff that I've got just still fit fine, so I've still been wearing them. And like a lot of pyjamas and stuff, they're quite baggy anyway. So yeah, I've not actually went fully maternity clothing yet, but a lot of the maternity clothes like are still a bit big. There's still room to grow in them, which is great, because I know I'm only like halfway, so I will get bigger. Oh yeah, and another thing, I have been feeling kicks from around week 18, which has been really nice. So it started off as like little flutters, and now they're getting really strong, and I'm feeling them especially like when I'm lying in bed at night, just like watching telly before I go to sleep or whatever. They're getting so strong, and I can feel them on the outside now as well. At first I could just sort of feel them on the inside, But yeah, it's just so exciting, isn't it? It's just lovely just to feel those little baby kicks, and yeah, just sort of reassuring for the mama, I think. Yeah, so that is probably the best part about the second trimester, is getting those little kicks. I heard I'm on like this baby group on Facebook, like we're all due at the same time kind of thing, so like we all have discussions and stuff, and someone was saying like their baby kicking them is like really hurting them, like it feels like it's really raw inside, and I was like, I've never had that. That sounds really odd. But then there was loads of people commenting saying, yeah, my baby like bruised all my ribs, and my rib cage was like, had to go for physiotherapy and stuff after I had the baby. And I'm like, oh my goodness, like you don't realise how strong they are, do you? But anyway, I've not had any of that, thankfully, so touch wood. I won't get really painful kicks. I've just been enjoying the kicks so far, and I can mostly feel them kind of like on the outside of my tummy, so not like going towards my organs or my ribs or that. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, so that is kind of all that I've written down and all that I can remember. If I sort of remember anything else, I will try and include it in a vlog or something later on and let you know how I'm getting on and stuff. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this little update. If any of you are pregnant or expecting or trying to get pregnant, please let me know in the comments. Let me know how you're getting on, what kind of symptoms you've had, and yeah, just thank you. If you did enjoy, please hit that like button, hit subscribe if you're new, and check me out on Instagram as well. It's Mama's Vlog.